come to those who wait. We waited for a while, and here we are. John?
Very excited. Can't wait to get started. It has been a long wait, but I think we're all in the same place all along, and we're all in the same place going forward. Can't wait to get to work. Lamar?
Oh. Well, all I have to say is today I don't have any popcorn, but during camp, if you guys have great questions, I'll put it on Coach John. You guys get to come to the house with the players and us, and have a good time.
Is that an invite for everybody?
Yeah, that's an invite.
Is that your house or my house?
Your house.
Oh, okay.
Only the good questions. Only the good questions invited.
Question?
Lamar, in March, you tweeted out that you wanted a trade. A month later, you signed, a record deal. What changed over that time?
Mr. Jameson, you know what? We gonna keep.
You're not going to be invited to the house. Hey, I couldn't avoid it. That was too easy.
Hey, but you know what? Today we're gonna keep it about the future. I'm not really worried about what happened in the past. I'm gonna keep it about these next 5 and keep it about what's going on today. It's a great day. Great day. Just signed with the guys up here. That's all I'm focused on right now.
Lamar, aside from the trade request, this is a long process. Eric's talked about it. You guys haven't shared details, but you've been eligible for over 2 years for an extension. What did change that this was the turning point that you were able to get a deal done over the last week?
We just had some mutual agreements and the terms and stuff like that, and it just fit the both of us, and that's why we're here right now.
So Lamar, what are you going to be at camp when you start? What's the move to the future?
What do you mean? What I'm gonna be?
OTAs?
Oh, OTAs. I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be in soon. I'm gonna be here soon.
Lamar, how can you describe your new offense starting with your new offensive coordinator?
Actually, Coach Todd Monken reached out to me. We spoke a couple times, and I heard from the guys that the offense is looking pretty smooth. And I just got my iPad a couple days ago, and from what I see, it looks different, and I'm liking it so far.
Lamar, what does it mean to change in the offense and some of the free agents, maybe even Odell? Did any of that play into swaying you to want to restart these negotiations?
Well, we've been negotiating. Like, we really didn't never stop negotiating. We was always keeping in contact. Eric reached out to me a lot, and I comment back. Coach reached out to me, and we go back and forth with that. But definitely having Odell and those guys reach out to me as well. It's like, man, we need you here, and it was like I want to be there. It's not like I want to leave anyways. It was business.
Lamar, what does it mean to you that John and Eric here never faltered in saying that they wanted you back here and they wanted you and saw you as their quarterback?
Say that again.
John and Eric never faltered in saying off the contract negotiations that you are their guy. What does that mean to you that they never seemed to question that you would be back?
Yeah, it means a lot, just to have, guys, your head coach and your GM wanting you to be here and believing in you, believing you can help your team achieve the ultimate goal, within football and the NFL football like that. It's like, I wouldn't want to go no other place.
Hey, Lamar, Eric had some really nice things to say about your negotiating style as your own man. What would you say to people going forward, representing themselves, and how much did you enjoy the process of going back and forth with EDC?
It's a business. It's a business at the end of the day, and if you're gonna represent yourself, you gotta have a strong mind. I want to say you get out there and put your feelings in it, because it's not about feelings. You can't take things with oh yeah, I don't like what you said. I don't agree with this. It's like what they feel is how you feel. It's a grown man thing at the end of the day. So you got to be a grown man if you're gonna handle business.
Eric, what went into your decision to use the non-exclusive tag, and to what extent you were worried an offer sheet was coming and you might lose this player?
Yeah, it was a tough decision. I think we spent a lot of time thinking about it, praying on it, trying to, as a group, deciding what's best for the club. And in the end, we just kind of felt like it was the best thing for Lamar to have the opportunity to kind of get a sense of what was important to him, and he could have conversations if he wanted with other teams to see what his value might be, and he could get a chance to talk to other coaches or GMs if he wanted to kind of get a sense for the landscape. And looking at the exclusive, it's kind of binding in a lot of ways. And so, free agency is a chance for players to go out and kind of see what their value could be potentially. And in the end, that was the decision that we made, hoping that we would be sitting here today, that at some point over the coming months, and we had our moments, but over the coming months we would have a chance to negotiate again and get a long-term deal done, which proved to be the case.
We know about the type of player you are, but the agent, not many of us know what type of agent Lamar Jackson is. How would you describe Lamar the agent?
Well, just a businessman. That's how I describe him. Nothing more, nothing less. Because it's different from just playing football. It's you gotta put that, the game outside, put that in one part of your life, and it's, you gotta speak to a grown man, with millions and billions of dollars and understand what, terms and, different languages and stuff like that. You gotta understand what you're doing, and if you're not doing that, I feel bad for you.
Last Tuesday, I don't know if you were watching the Celtics game, but Eric was being pretty down when Trae Young hit that three-pointer. He said, then you texted him and said, I think we can get something done here. What led to your text and what led to your SpongeBob?
Actually, when I got my email from Eric and I was going over it, I was liking the language, and I texted him. I was not watching the game, so I texted him and I was like, like you said, we can get something done. He was like, you just made it, you just made my night. My Celtics just lost, so you probably just made my night. Yeah. I'm like, all right. Then I get on social media and I see Trae Young hitting the three. I'm like, okay, this is what he was talking about.
What were you saving the SpongeBob? Was that a message?
Oh, definitely. The SpongeBob message was definitely a message to the fan base. Let them know, we moving on up.
What did you learn about yourself in this process? It's been a long time, obviously, that you'll use going forward. And secondly, did you ever think that this wouldn't work out?
It's not anything that I learned about myself. I've been knew, what I was capable of, and I thought, we would get the process done. I didn't have a doubt in my mind, because like they said, they love me. I love being here. I love my teammates, and I love the fan base. I really love the fan base and my teammates, so I didn't have a doubt, really.
Lamar, you said there wasn't a doubt in your mind, but, Eric has said that there was a point where you guys just weren't talking. So what was it like for you during that period?
Oh, I had to grind. I probably didn't want to talk because I was grinding. I did have a PCL injury, so I was like trying to get that all the way squared away, just fully recovering from that. And that's probably when I wouldn't return, text messages and stuff like that, because I'll probably be tired after a workout, and I'll wake up late at night, and, all type of people texting my phone. So I probably wouldn't reach back out, but we got it done, so I'm not worried about it right now.
When were you fully recovered from the knee injury, and how much did it bother you? There was so much outside chatter, how healthy you were, could you play? Was it contract related? How much did that bother you?
I probably got better, probably a month ago, for real, a month ago, and it really didn't bother me, because they don't really, people don't know what's really going on, they be trying to reach and pull and, try to see if the club would say it or would I come out and say it, stuff like that, but we keep it in-house, it's not anyone's business but ours.
Lamar, did it ever weigh on you playing in a contract year? Did you feel any pressure to perform being in a contract year?
Absolutely not. I've been performing since 2018, so not at all. Not at all. I want to win. I'm competitive. It's nothing more I want to do than being out there on that field. So, no, not at all.
Lamar, there were reports that you were active in the recruitment process of Odell Beckham Jr., even though you had not signed a deal and your future with the team was in flux. Is it true? And if so, what went into you still wanting to bring a player in, knowing that you hadn't signed a deal here yet?
Yeah, I seen Odell Beckham was, recovering from his injury and stuff like that, and, he reached out to me. I'm like, hey, you think about coming to us, because I'm still part of the Ravens. I wasn't saying, no, I don't want to go there. That's not my team. It was, I was hyped about it. I got Rashard, I got Duve, I got Mark, Likely, I got all these guys, and then a new addition like him. With his resume, it's we can improve our receiver room and we can go somewhere. So I was definitely hyped about that.
Lamar, we saw that you're giving love to your mom after you agreed to terms of this contract and you're keeping a tight circle. Who are you leaning on in this process, working as your own agent, and where did you kind of find the most support from the people around you?
She's my manager, so I felt like she managed me very well. Don't you think so? I think she did a pretty good job, if anything, we'll just go back and forth, in terms of stuff like that. Like I said, the language is going to overrun the numbers and stuff like that, and over trump the numbers and stuff like that. So it was just me and her piggybacking off of each other, and we got the deal done.
Obviously you know Eric pretty well, and the negotiations with the Ravens, I'm sure, had a level of familiarity. What was it like when you were able to talk to other teams to learn about how other teams do business?
I really don't, to be honest with you, I really didn't care for other teams, really. I just really wanted to get something done here. I wanted to be here. It was like, man, okay, other teams cool, but I want to be a Raven. I said something 2018, I think it was April 26th, if I'm not mistaken, and I meant that. I'm standing on that until I get it done. So I really wanted to get this done before anything, before my time up and branch off somewhere else. I really want to finish my career here and win the Super Bowl here. So that's what I meant.
Lamar, you talked about the guys you already had. You guys added Zay Flowers in the first round of the draft. Have you talked to Zay? What do you know about him? How excited are you to work with him?
Yeah, Zay reached out to me. We spoke. We were supposed to work out, but I was working out and doing other stuff, so I couldn't really have time to. And he's going to be here for the rookie minicamp. So probably when he get back to Florida, me and him will get to work. And I'm very excited. He's well known down there in South Florida. From youth football on up, and it's proven. He's here now.
Lamar, you said in the video when you agreed to the deal that there was a lot, you used the expression, I think he said, she said. Was there a misconception about these talks and about this whole situation that in particular bothered you?
No, it was just like, what are you going to do? What are you guys doing? I see people throwing shots at the Ravens. What are you guys doing? They throwing shots at me. You don't know what you're doing. That's the he say, she say. That's what I meant by that.
Well, there were a lot of questions and some doubts about your decision to represent yourself. What do you feel like you proved to be able to get to this point?
I didn't really do this to prove anyone wrong or really care about what anyone had to say. If anything, I had to prove myself right. Like I know what I'm doing, and I felt I did the right thing.
How did you train yourself to sort of handle that side of your career?
Just keep your emotions outside of business. That's the best way to do it.
Eric and John, this is a pretty historic day in franchise history. What does the significance of this day mean to you?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sure it does have a lot of significance, Garrett, and I appreciate the magnitude of the question. Probably about 10 years from now, tomorrow, when you're still playing and I'm done, I'll probably give it some thought. But my thought right now is the significance going forward, just like Lamar said. Let's get to work and let's get ready to go play some ball, and play some great football, put our offense together with Todd and Lamar and the rest of the guys. And that's, as a coach, man, that's how you think right now, and that's how I'm thinking about it.
Lamar, you mentioned, you always wanted to be here, to be a Raven. Just curious, did you get approached by other teams in this process with an offer? Did you consider any of them?
Teams reached out, but it was not. I didn't really, like I said before, I really didn't care about other teams. I wanted to be here. That's what it is.
Mark, did you feel some urgency to get this wrapped up now? I mean, did you want to get it done this offseason, or would you have been fine playing on franchise if it had come to that, if the number wasn't what you wanted it to be?
I absolutely wanted to get it done. Because I was just tired of going back and forth about it. We've been doing it for years, but it's the time had come, and, the numbers were right, and we was all satisfied.
Eric, what was this stretch like for you? It seems really successful, and you had a lot on your plate with all the players you've signed, the draft, Lamar. How was it compartmentalizing and dealing with everything? You had a pretty nice run.
Yeah, you just have faith in the process. We have great people working upstairs that help in a lot of different ways, coaches and scouts, salary cap, analytics people that help day to day, help me keep me focused on point, my family. It's a great stabilizer for me as well, and you just remain positive and hopeful, and I guess my mindset was trying to do something positive every single day, come in and get something done every single day. Evaluations, contracts, negotiations, finding cap space, whatever it was. try to do something positive every single day. And I believed if we could do that, then we would build momentum and good things would happen.
Lamar, you mentioned your mother as your manager. I trust there's more to your relationship with her. Could you describe your mother's influence on you in your life, what it means to your family to come upon this sort of reward financially, and your plans for Mother's Day?
Yeah, she's a huge influence on my life just by, her just raising 4 of us, my younger brother, my 2 sisters. I'm the oldest, me being the oldest, and just see how she grind and work without complaining, not wanting me to get a job, telling me to focus on football and she gonna take care of everything else. Just seeing that and was like, if she can do that, I can do anything. She raising 4 kids on her own, not asking for a handout, not reaching out to people like I need this right here to pay my bills. I never heard her complain about anything like that. I just seen her go to work, wake up early in the morning, go to work, come back late at night from working, or I'm dropping her off to work, stuff like that. It was like, man, this woman's a superhero, like to me. That was part of the influence right there. And what was your other question? Just
what it means to your mother and your family to be rewarded in this way, and again, the Mother's Day plan.
It means a lot to my family and myself, just from, being in a place where we wasn't before, just, another stepping stone, if anything. For Mother's Day, I don't know. I think I got her a gift already. I think she's satisfied right now.
So a joyous day out there for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson not smiling so much in the photo, but you saw the emotion and how happy he was to put that pen to paper to stay with the Ravens, inking that 5-year extension. He's done a lot of winning in Baltimore. You can't forget about that. On the list of youngest MVPs in NFL history, there you see Lamar when he won it back in 2019, was just 22 years old. Didn't want to talk too much about the past and requesting a trade. Says he's just focused on the future and what he can do in Baltimore to bring a Super Bowl. That's the goal for his time out there with the Ravens.